Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the StreamYard Spotlight Show. I'm your host, Dana Benz.
And I am your co-host, Kelsey Benz.
I guess we're both co-hosts. Kels, how are you doing today?
Pretty well. How about yourself?
Good. Thanks for asking. We already have several people tuning in, so let us know if you're here watching the live or watching the replay later. Tell us where you're from, where you're tuning in from. We have a lot of people. Francisco. Hi, everyone. Todd. How's it going?
Hey,
cool.
Todd.
South Carolina's
Myrtle
cool.
Beach, South
And I saw a couple of other comments about the topic that we're going to talk about tonight. So we have a really interesting guest on this evening. We got connected to this company, ViewStub, because we had a lot of users on StreamYard who were requesting a way to monetize their streams, or a way to sell tickets to your streams, just like a way to register users to come to your streams, all that kind of stuff.
Collect information and details.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we got connected to this company called ViewStub, and tonight we have the honor of meeting with the Director of Business Development from ViewStub. His name is Dylan Shinholser. Dylan, welcome to the show.
What's up,
It
Dylan?
works. How are you guys?
We're
Good,
doing
how are you?
well.
I get excited when people get excited about monetization.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's so important to a lot of people, especially in this time where we're all at home, and a lot of us are trying to make money from home, trying to make money from the live streaming that we're doing. And so I think this is such a time sensitive topic, like a really crucial topic for right now.
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree. It's 2020 has certainly been a weird year, especially
sure.
for events and everything like that. So
Right.
having to transition a lot of people who do offline events online has been fun for sure. I'm one of those offline event hosts, so moving online, there's a learning curve, I'm sure, for everyone. So it was made it super easy when I find super simple platforms like the two we're talking about today.
Good.
Awesome.
Yes. So before we jump in, what is ViewStub?
Yeah, good question. So ViewStub in its a whole, I tell people, is a all-encompassing hybrid events solution, because we have the option, we do virtual tickets, which we'll talk about, but also in-person ticket registration as well. So that's where the term
Okay.
hybrid comes.
Got it.
Obviously, like I just said, 2020 has been a little bit of a weird year. Everything's had to
Right.
move online. So I tell people now we are, slowly becoming the go-to pay-per-view solution. So we have the event ticketing and registration, and then also we give you, we're kind of the built-in virtual destination, so to speak, for the live streaming as well. So, you would come buy tickets, people buy the tickets, they get things called access codes, or they create accounts on ViewStub, and those codes or accounts get you in to watch the live stream as well.
Yeah. Very cool. Wow, so cool. So we're going to talk about how to integrate the two. Like, if someone has no idea what ViewStub even is, how does it integrate with StreamYard, with your StreamYard streams?
Yeah, absolutely. So that is actually one of my big reasons of why I love working with StreamYard and pushing our clients to StreamYard, is because of the simplicity of the integration. So
Okay.
it's, most of these people obviously are watching, they're probably familiar with StreamYard a tad bit. So I can easily talk that language. So it's, as easy as integrating with us is as easy as creating a destination and doing a custom RTMP. And when that pops up, it'll ask you for a stream key and a stream URL. We
Okay.
provide both of those for you. So when you create video player or videos in our platform, it
Yep.
provides you that stream URL and that stream key. You copy, paste it, and you put it, over into the StreamYard platform. Hit go
Okay.
live on StreamYard and go live on ViewStub, and we're live.
And that's it. Kels,
That's
we
it.
lost you for a sec.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Am I back?
You're back.
I just said goodbye.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. So Dylan, you were just saying how easy it is to merge the two, basically, or to use ViewStub with StreamYard in tandem.
Yep.
So you give the user the RTMP code,
Mhm.
and then you plug that in, the user plugs that into StreamYard, the custom RTMP section of the destinations, and then they're streaming to your event
us.
platform.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So
Okay.
they stream to us. I tell people it's, it's no different than streaming to Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. Those are just destinations.
Yeah.
ViewStub, the ViewStub, what video portal or virtual room, however you do it or look at it, is just a different destination.
Got it.
then
Yeah.
what you give to your viewers is like a URL to directs them to ViewStub directly.
So on that topic, we have, two ways to do it, which I'm in love with one of them, and one of them is kind of where we came from and now where we are. You can, when you create an event in ViewStub, you can very easily, we give you a landing page. You can sell tickets from that. That's all, comes with it. But what I love is our embeddable feature. So you can embed our entire process from checkout to check-in, really, right there on any given website. So I can, drive all the traffic to your website, sell all the tickets. Anyone who loves digital marketing like I do, you understand how much data means and traffic to your own website, what you can do with those. So it can, you come to the website, buy the tickets, and then on the day of your event or the day of your live stream, they come back, enter an access code into the checkout box, and it automatically turns into the video player, or what I refer to as a virtual room, so to speak.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're saying that all of this could be done on someone else's website, or do
Absolutely.
they rent space from ViewStub's site?
No, either or, but no, you can
Okay.
absolutely do all of this on your own website. You would set up everything, obviously, on the
Super
ViewStub
cool.
side,
Yeah.
embed it with one simple line of code. So even like I can do it, and I'm not,
Nice.
I'm not tech driven. So don't tell my bosses or anything that. However, yeah, it's we can host everything right there on your website. It's one simple line of code, and that line of code gives you the checkout box, and that checkout box turns into the video player, virtual room, virtual concert hall. Whoever I'm talking to, it gets worded that way. But we do everything from concerts to conferences. So.
So what
Wow.
if someone wants to stream to YouTube or Facebook and they want to still integrate with ViewStub? Like, is that possible to
Yeah.
just direct the viewers still to the YouTube destination or Facebook or whatever?
Absolutely. I tell people, though, it's a matter of these events that you're monetizing, you're typically monetizing. So if they didn't pay for the ticket, they probably shouldn't be seeing the live stream, because there are people who bought it. So, I
and
tell
on
people,
Facebook, you could get the link without
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I tell people, what happens in ViewStub stays in ViewStub. However, platforms like you have the option to go multiple destinations. So,
That's right.
that's another reason, that I fell in love with y'all's platform as well.
Yeah, very cool. So since you can embed basically the whole, it's like your own custom ticketing software that people can embed on their site, and then
Correct.
that helps them stream to their own website,
Absolutely.
kind of like they would embed the YouTube video, but
Correct.
it's the ViewStub video, the StreamYard ViewStub video.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yep.
then that's how they're able to make it password protected. So
Correct.
the ViewStub interface that you embed, that's what gets password protected for only paid people.
Correct. Correct.
Got
So
it.
when I purchase a
Very
virtual
cool.
ticket from any organizer, I buy a virtual ticket. I get an exclusive access code that can only be used by me. So I come back on the day of, I click on already purchased, put my code in, and it enters me into the room.
Yeah.
See, that is
okay.
so smart, because there are other ticketing companies that you could use, but the problem with that is that there's no access code. So basically, you'd have to link it up to, they pay, and then you release maybe an unlisted YouTube live stream. But even
Right.
with that, people can still distribute the link, and because it's the same for everyone, so it's
Right.
faulty. But with ViewStub, that eliminates that issue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. So I'm just trying to think through, how does the payment part work? Does the user get to pick, like, I want my live stream to cost $10 a person?
I glitched out a little bit there.
Oh.
However, yes, my apologies. So if I seem like I wasn't talking, that's why. So yes, you can deem the live stream. It's whatever you feel it's worth. I've
Okay.
seen tickets as low as $5 up to I have events that we've sold for $349. We have guys that do it for $499,
Wow.
$750. It's to me, I tell people every single time, it's about the content that's getting delivered, and the value of that content determines your ticket price.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. So for anyone who's watching, who just started tuning in, we have 95 live viewers. I think that's the most
Nice.
we've had so far. So
I told you,
congrats.
you put monetize in anything.
Yeah.
People come running. So,
I know, that's so fun. So
there's a way I can
thank-
make money. Yes.
I know. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We have so many people in the comments. So if you have a question for Dylan about ViewStub, just pop it in the comments and we'll try to answer it. Let's see. I know people are just saying hey and where they're from all over the world.
up,
Scotland.
Darren?
I know, how fun.
We just did an international event. I think it was one of our first bigger ones where we had everything from Australia to the UK to all the way to Hawaii represented. So
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Oh, how cool. So yeah, can you tell us about maybe like a use case example where someone has done a StreamYard stream successfully?
Yeah, absolutely. I've run personally myself a few, and I've the people that we pushed to StreamYard, they've run a few, and so we've had some specific case uses. I won't mention necessarily the name of the event. However, I think what's more important is that they sold 1,100 tickets and made $75,000 roughly. And so
On one live stream?
on one event. So it was a 2-day kind of live stream. It was a sales competition. And so it's
Okay.
basically like they were cold calling, competitively basically.
Oh,
And it
how
was a
fun.
2-day event. We used StreamYard the entire time. We used every branding feature
Nice.
under the entire platform. We put it to the test and it held up because it ended up being a 20-hour stream.
Dang.
We put you guys to the test, and we
Yeah.
put ourselves to the test too, and it came out
Yes.
amazing. And so the cost of that event, take out the marketing cost because they ran some Facebook ads and stuff, but it cost them $50. Because
Wow.
they got the nice package of
Wow.
StreamYard.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
So it's
mind-blowing.
$50 investment. This is why this is where I get excited on virtual events or hybrid events in general, because it's very low cost solution. Like it's very low cost investment. I come from in-person world. Trust me, you don't want to see or hear what I spend on events sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot
and
Conferences are
$50.
Conferences are
conferences are so
no
expensive.
joke. I mean,
Yeah.
I've spent upwards of $1 million plus on one event, and
Oh
so
my God.
and to only make the same percentage that I might have made for this person made for a $50 investment, they
Right.
were able to come out with $75,000 ahead.
That's
And then
so
we've had
crazy.
some other case uses. We had another guy use StreamYard coming to us, and they did another like conference style event. They did, I think, around 45 grand. And, we have them all the way down to, 50 or $50 all the way up to a couple grand. So we have people coming on our platform, leveraging StreamYard, which either cost them very minimal, and then selling, a few hundred tickets to what used to be their in-person event. Now they're selling it online.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting the same content that you would get at an in-person event. So
Right.
I
And you might
tell
be able
people,
to charge the same amount.
absolutely.
Yeah. Which
Absolutely.
is incredible. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I tell people, and I've been running the numbers on in-person events that I was doing, before COVID to now, and I would personally say virtual events are outperforming an in-person event on just pure financials. There's some things you can't replicate,
Interesting.
just the energy and the things like that. But
Right.
from a finances standpoint, I think virtual events are, crushing in person, which is really cool.
Wow.
Um,
that is
You
so-
also reach just a lot larger of an audience because
A-
someone's
absolutely.
from anywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of, and that's why I fell in love with the platform last year, is because it was, we could do in-person events. So really what ViewStub was built for, and probably always will be built for, is the hybrid event. So, we're selling in-person tickets and people are coming, but then also we want to, expand, like you just mentioned, expand that reach, and then also create, an additional revenue source offering a virtual solution. So
Yeah.
it's been really cool to, obviously the world didn't cooperate this year, but and virtual events kind of took over, and these virtual conferences, I think as long as they're done right, and there's I explain differences between webinars and what I call a virtual conference and a virtual experience. I think there's a distinct difference, and it just comes down to a production value, which
Yeah.
highlight to you guys. This is supposed to spotlight ViewStub, but spotlighting you guys, the way that you guys work with us, it works perfectly. So you can do those full conferences. Like that $75,000 event I mentioned, we had 18 speakers.
Wow.
So because we had this cool backstage where we could all interact and we could, I could keep people on time and things. That was really cool. And then also just being able to funnel people in and out. That was really cool too. So kudos to you guys
Right
for
back
that,
at ya.
that made it really simple for us. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so interesting. Like, I'm very intrigued to see what happens when in-person events do sort of come back in conferences and stuff like that, because the integration of this online tool, now that everyone's sort of learned how to do it and everyone's familiar with it and people are maximizing it, right? Like, you can, like you were saying, do both.
Do both.
So people will have the option to show up in person, but then there will also be an online virtual version for people, which I think it's the future, really.
Yeah, no, we push some of our marketing out that's literally said the future is hybrid, especially in the event world. Especially for the foreseeable future. Right. Definitely, if it's not totally out of line to do an in-person event, it's going to have to be hybrid. So it's really interesting, and I'm really interested coming from both worlds. Now that I'm playing in the virtual world, but I own companies in the in-person world, doing events. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on how that world's going. But definitely the future is definitely hybrid.
So we have quite a few questions from the audience. So
Let's do it.
Antoine made the question a couple minutes ago about partnerships. Is there a ViewStub partnership? How does ViewStub work with partnerships?
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to what kind of partnership you're looking for. We build, referral networks for live streaming companies. We have video network companies. We have, different brand ambassador opportunities for people who, they have an extensive network and maybe want to monetize, their network. That word monetize again, if you have that database where you could refer clients to us, we'll pay you all day. We like to pay people. The more money we pay people, the more money everyone makes. So
nice. We like that.
we always love paying people. It's a weird mentality to have, but the more money we're shelling out means the more money everyone's making. So
that's right.
Right.
So absolutely, at partnership inquiries, I mean, I'm sure we'll put some sort of contact information later for myself. Just reach out to me directly, and we'll make something happen.
Perfect. Beautiful. So Brian wants to know, can people buy tickets for a 4-day show like a subscription?
Yeah, absolutely. So the cool thing about our product is if you do have a 4-day event, that access code works the entirety of the event. So they can come back every single day. It doesn't matter. They can come in, use their code again, they get in. But the really cool feature about us is we give you the full control as the organizer to deem the viewer access. So you can actually shut down that code or leave it open for as long as you'd like. So if you want it to end the day after your event, that code actually will not work the day after your event. Or if you want it to prolong it out.
If you have like tiered ticketing where it's like, you could buy 1 day or 3 days or 4 days, you can control.
Yeah,
that
Todd just asked, can you have multiple ticket prices to one event? So it's exactly like you're saying.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You can have as many different ticket types as you'd like.
That's cool. So like, I want the VIPs to be like $100 and then regular access. Oh, that's very cool.
Absolutely.
Okay. And someone asked, would this work, or how would this work for a live music show or a live music event?
I actually self-admittedly thought that music would be the slowest to adapt to the live stream, because music's one of those ones where you got to feel it, you got to be there. Concerts, like that's what we go to concerts for. So honestly thought, this is me being, I guess, naive, I thought it was going to take a bigger transition. However, we just did one for a band called Electric Six last night, and they had 1,200 people from across the world tune in and buy a $10 ticket to this event.
Wow. Okay.
So it was phenomenal to see, and we're in talks with some bigger music, and we're looking at the festival arena just because festivals are starting to probably go online and go hybrid solutions. So absolutely anything, I tell people, anything you can watch on TV and what that people do watch on TV can be streamed to ViewStub. We have everything.
True.
We have all sorts of entertainment. We have dance classes. We have we have an entire sporting or sports network that uses us, and they sell tickets and sell a season pass to their, their
Cool.
virtual baseball, or not virtual baseball games, the baseball games in person. But they could sell a season pass, and all the parents get to still, watch it because they can't travel or things like that. So,
That's a great idea.
anything that you could possibly think to stream online and you would like to monetize it,
Yeah,
absolutely,
You're
absolutely.
the guy for that.
I love it.
I am the guy. Yes, agreed. I'm the guy.
Okay, so Tony asks, can we pick the location or country that we sell the tickets to?
So that we can locally maximize the live attendees and sell tickets to interstate. So
Interesting.
that's an interesting question. I won't lie. So we haven't. I don't think I wouldn't say that we have a feature where you can segment a ticket to a certain country yet. But I would love to explore that. We're definitely looking at global outreach now and figuring out how we can get to different countries. So I would love to even, is it Tony? It is. So Tony, look, when they put my contact information on here, please reach out, because if it's, we can build whatever we like. So,
Oh, I
Now,
love that.
Is there a way that you can track, like, how many people from what area? Did we lose him again?
I think so. He'll come back.
if there,
Uh-oh,
There
you're
we
cutting in and out.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm back.
That's okay.
You're back. Okay, so I'm wondering, is there a way that with ViewStub you can track where people are buying tickets from, so
Yeah.
that you can have that like you could
Absolutely.
see, like, oh, this amount of people are from here, and so you can track
Oh,
it. But you
that's
just
good
can't
to know.
necessarily control
Yeah, so
who.
absolutely.
can
So
have
the way
that
that I do that is, when you're creating a ticket, just like any other ticket, you can create that ticket, and then with buying that ticket, you can add in custom questions. And I do this probably for every event, especially in the live streaming world, just because
Okay.
that data, I think I talked about, I love data. So the more I can know about you before I know you, the better.
Yeah.
So you can add in custom questions, and we also have the promo code feature where you can, get different discounts. But the custom questions, I see people, I have people who ship things to their clients in this virtual event world. So we ask for shipping address, custom questions like, where are you from? What are you looking to get out of the event? All that can be added, required to buy a ticket, and they check out. And you get all that data right there in your account hub of ViewStub.
That's
perfect.
awesome.
That's very cool.
So you can get any data that you need, really. You just pick the
Yeah.
question you want to ask.
You
Yeah,
ask it, they got to answer it.
You ask it,
Or else
they'll
they can't
answer.
come.
That's right.
I love that. Okay, so you can do tickets. We've got subscription, right? And
We
we've
can set that
got
up.
donation-based tickets.
We do have a donation based. I call it more of like a pay what you'd like. So
Oh, okay,
it is
cool.
a donation based ticket where you can set a minimum. We have a minimum of $5 because we saw a long time ago no one usually donates below that, so we just made it. But yeah, you can do basically a free event and have a donation option, and then that donation option allows them to pay from $5 up to whatever they like. And so
Okay.
it's been, we've done a few events. I actually did an event for New York City Pride. They did
cool.
just a singer songwriters event. We actually use StreamYard for that as well, so it does work for
Oh,
concerts.
sweet. Sweet.
We had seven singer songwriter type indie artists come in. They streamed from everywhere around the country, and they did a 3 or 4 song set. So, and that was they did the donation feature as well. So, and what I noticed was
Yeah.
it was probably 80% of their people that attended donated. So
Wow.
And I know for theater too, that's a big thing, like the pay as you will.
Mhm.
It's a thing in person too. Like they'll have certain nights where it's like, oh, tonight's the pay as you will night, the donation night, and so I know that's a great feature to have.
yeah, no, I've seen it a lot, like you just said, a lot more in the entertainment side of, the people doing music or, theater. I've been chasing down some theaters as we speak, because I think those type venues and those type events are really set up to be hybrid in general. So
Yes,
Yeah.
and they
Wow.
won't be coming back
Very
for
cool.
a while, which is hard.
exactly, and yeah,
Unfortunately.
anyone, it's been really cool for me being able to transition, coming from the event world where we were doing them in person, and then the world imploded. And then obviously I also owned a venue, like an actual event venue. So it's been cool to help other venue owners be able to stay alive during these times, because they had to
yeah.
adapt. They had to,
And
like,
go
it's either
online.
adapt or, yeah. And so they
Yeah.
really didn't have a choice. And so it's been cool
Yeah.
to, in this time, be able to help people really kind of monetize what they were doing offline. Now they have a very seamless process to do it online and monetize it and make money, especially during this time where it's, money dried up quick.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. So I know we have so many more questions, but we're out of time. We've gone over our usual time because this is such
So
an interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting topic.
I could talk all day about monetizing anything. It's my favorite thing. I love doing things for free, but I also love monetizing things. So
Good thing you're at this job then, right?
it does help. It does
I know.
help to be at the epicenter of it all.
Yeah.
So you have a little surprise for our StreamYard users, right?
I do.
Surprise.
A surprise. So can
I
you
do.
tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not the world's biggest surprise,
Okay.
but it's definitely something that we definitely want to look out for people that are coming from StreamYard. We as a company are very familiar with everyone, with the product itself, and then people coming over looking to solve these problems. So
Yeah. And
they
the integration with
and
the two.
absolutely, and so
Yeah.
this is really where I knew this was going to be a hot topic. I also knew that there are obviously going to have more questions that we don't have time to answer. So
I know we have
she
so
just
many
put
that
up.
we can't get to. Sorry, you guys.
I'll come back for everyone watching. I'll come back into the feed
Oh, that
after
would
we
be
hop
great.
off.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'll come in and whatever I can answer, I'll answer, and
That'd be
various things like
great.
that.
Yeah.
However, at that link, and I'll also maybe I can put it. No, I don't have it up. We can drop it in the comments as well.
let me do that. Yeah.
link,
Yeah.
that link below is going to take you right to our account team, our sales team, and we're going to basically handhold you through the process.
I
Which,
love
trust me,
that.
we handhold a lot of people. However, we don't do it for just anybody and everyone. So that's really our offer. Is we're going to help you from start to finish set up your first virtual event. So if you go down to that link or that page down that they just posted, it's going to basically create you a free account on ViewStub, and it's going to link you up with someone on my team or myself if you're lucky
You're
enough.
lucky.
That we will reach out and we will take you from point A to point B. Everything in between will help you set it up,
Love it.
and we'll get you monetizing
Love
your
it.
live streams using StreamYard.
That's
Love
really
it.
great because
Wow.
we super believe in good customer service. Like that's what we strive to do as a company. And so
Yeah.
hearing that that's a priority of you guys as well is essential in us, referring people to you because that's our, standard.
Yeah.
It's our mission. Yeah.
That's what I tell everyone. We have our three main differences between other people, and it's just the simplicity of use, the ability to embed all of our stuff on your website and things like that. But
Yeah.
all of that is just kind of features. What really comes to it, especially in a tech company, is the customer service. Because obviously, especially with live streaming, you two probably know this. Things
Yeah.
can go wrong.
Yeah.
It's the wild, wild west out here, and so just having from the beginning, and our account managers, they're phenomenal at what they do, all the way to our full support team and our tech team who are there if things do happen. Absolutely, customer service is probably number one on our board.
That's
Wow.
great.
Wow. So good to hear. Well, Dylan, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking about ViewStub and how easy it is to get set up monetizing your StreamYard streams.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate y'all having me. Like I said, I'll
Yeah,
jump in the
absolutely.
comments after this and see what I can help out with.
Yeah,
And then
sounds
everyone, just go ahead and create you a free account. It's no risk to anyone. So either way,
Yeah.
so go ahead. That way you can check out the platform, maybe create some test events for yourself, and then wait for our call to give you a call.
Love
and then
it.
we'll help you.
Cool.
Thanks
Thank you
again,
so
Dylan.
much again, Dylan.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank y'all for having me.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. That was so neat. So we already
Yeah.
have some people in the comments. I see I'm already signed up. I've got my account set up already. So that's
Way to
awesome.
go,
So
you guys. That's
I
perfect.
know that's so quick. So if you want that free account that Dylan was talking about, sign up for that link below. And next week we'll be here streaming about StreamYard spotlights. And we also wanted to just let everyone know who's here who might not already know that StreamYard released a new feature this week that we are super excited about, and will also probably help you if you're doing live virtual events like Dylan was talking about. If you need more panelists on screen, StreamYard just released the ability to have 10 people on screen. So now you can have you plus 9 guests. I know, it's so
Y'all have
exciting.
been asking about this for a long time.
Yeah, we've had so many feature
here you
requests
go.
for it. Yeah, so
Yes.
we're super excited about that. And I think that does it for tonight. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Sign up with that link. I posted it in the comments. Thanks again. Yeah, right there. Thanks again to Dylan for joining us. We're super excited about ViewStub.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye.